that's kind of where we are right now, but the weather forecast, and we've been watching it for the last 3 days, looks like it's going to build. So I've made the decision to start the race at 4 o'clock. Traditionally, we hold it from 3 o'clock or any time thereafter. So 4 o'clock we're going to start. It looks like we'll have about 18 knots, which will be good wind for the sailors. The big concern for the sailors is in Saldanha Bay, there are often wind holes. And of course you can go from 1st to 5th to 10th to 11th if you get caught up in one of those. But it looks like right now 4 o'clock is when we're going to be sailing.
It doesn't look like there's a lot of wind, so we're going to have to use big kites.
Today I reckon probably a 10, between 10 and 13.
I think it's nice when international girls come and compete. It just mixes it up a bit, which is good for the sport.
I've gone and lengthened my lines by 5 meters, hopefully to get more wind up there. Also riding a bit bigger board than last year, a little bit less fin, so I'm not too sure how that's going to play out, but the only way is to see out there.
Windsurfers and kite sailors and Hobie Cats all go together. The seeds are based either on nationally or internationally ranked sailors or sailors who've competed before. The guys who are coming here and the women who are coming here for the first time will go in the second heat 5 minutes later.
What we like to obviously see is in a developing community like this, and I think based on the announcements that have been made both by the local authorities, the IDZ and Transnet, we see massive commercial growth and social growth in the area. And I think what's critically important is to support that kind of commercial growth with the necessary social infrastructure that goes with it. And that's not necessarily only education or conservation, but I think it's also recreation. And adventure sport is such a growing aspect of that. And I think we've seen by the numbers that have entered and the support of this event.
Today's course is essentially, we're going to start here as it's commonly known as Pearly Beach in Langebaan. They're going to sail over, there's a mark off Donkercut, and then they're going to come back to Langebaan Bay, which is where the caravan park is, and then from there over towards Saldanha. And in Saldanha there's another mark close to where the yacht club is, and then they'll go down to the oar jetty wall with a final mark before going to Saldanha Beach Sailing Club. And the finish is just off the Beach Sailing Club. What is unique this time is we have electronic tracking devices on every single sailor.
Essentially what it is we have a pod that is called an active pod, and this is essentially everything you need to run a timing event or a sports event where you need timing. And the little tags that we use, these are the first generation that we've been using now for the last few months. These are worn by the athletes, and we've got a range of approximately 100 to 150 meters. What the nice thing about our system is that we're not only relying on a tag or a chip to do the timing, we've actually got a whole camera system that's built around this. So every single person that is finishing over the course is being filmed the whole time. So if there's a very tight finish or very close finish, we have live and instant access to all that camera footage. We can audit and scrutinize results instantly.
Yeah, I'm very happy with today, how it went, and the conditions are ideal for me because I'm not the heaviest guy and the wind wasn't that strong, so I took a nice big kite. I managed to maintain control the heavy winds on the top, and when the wind dropped at the end, yeah, that big kite just helped me out a lot, so I'm happy about that.
Forever we will be on the edge of the sea, but my time goes and goes. Yeah, our life flows.
Today's conditions were quite mild, so it was a really friendly race. I think that the beginners or the people that did it for the first time must have really enjoyed it. It was quite easy for me. I would say that the power was not as full on, so I was struggling a little bit to keep going. But I really thought it was pleasant and it was nice and warm, so it was a really fabulous race.
Yeah, my time goes and goes.